Hi guys. Happy afternoon, evening, morning, wherever you are. For those of you guys who said that I've just been doing this show in my PJs, here I am all dressed up. Not because you guys said that, but because I did SEN this morning. And we got a lot to talk about on this show today because I love doing that show. We shoot the shit, we make our fart jokes, and it's honestly so much fun being over there. But then I get to come over here and talk about anything that I haven't talked about yet this morning. And there's a lot of news stuff to go over. Definitely want to talk about Batman and just kind of looking at the DC slate in general, the future of DC. And then last night I watched Bachelor. And even if you don't watch Bachelor, I'm going to explain to you guys what the fuck happened. And then maybe you'll be invested like I am, because it's kind of mind-blowingly baffling that they do this to people the way that they do it. It's like certainly kind of fucked up. And I don't know what. I have friends who produced for The Bachelor before, and Christian worked on The Bachelor. And I wish I got more opinions on that from Christian today, but I will be talking about that. Also wanted to kind of break down the word bully. I had a little bit of a moment on SEN this morning, but I do want to talk about that word because I think that when you overuse words, they lose their power, and sometimes that's a good thing. Like taking back certain words. Like I use the C word quite often because fuck you, I'm never going to let anybody use that against me. But there are certain words that need their power, and bully needs its power, and it's gone too far. So I want to talk about that. For everybody who's joining live right now, don't forget to thumbs up this video right now and to subscribe. We are at 19.2. We're trying to get to 20. I'm hoping by the end of February. But I'm going to just focus on the amazing people that we do have here right now. So tell your friends, guys, if they want to come join the rock stars. A lot of incredible people in this group. Everybody in this group is incredible. Also, if you'd like to financially support me, I really appreciate it, especially as we're getting towards the end of this month. So don't forget to super chat in here or Streamlabs. Streamlabs is the best way to support me financially right now. It's streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Also, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/Roxy Striar. I keep it easy for you guys because everywhere I am is Roxy Striar. Luckily, nobody else on the planet has my name. At least nobody that I've met yet. If there is another Roxy Striar, that would be wild. But yeah, so I'm at Roxy Striar on Twitter and Instagram and Patreon and Streamlabs and just all the places. YouTube, which you guys presumably know because you're here right now. Yeah. Shout out to everybody watching live on this Tuesday at 1:42 Pacific Standard Time. And special shout out to Matthew W., who's currently in the super chat, who says, looking all fancy today, Rox. Love the look. I don't know if it's fancy. I've got rips in my jeans, but sure, why not? Not my PJs, so living on the edge. That's my friend Steph Sabra's shirt, and I realized I hadn't worn it yet after borrowing it, so I thought today would be a good day to wear it. Also, the temperature fluctuates in the SEN studio so much that I have to wear a tank top and then I have to wear a sweatshirt over it sometimes because it goes back and forth. It's so fucking crazy in there. Also, going over to the Streamlabs, again, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. The first Streamlab of the stream so far today coming from Ben Rayner. Ben Rayner in the Streamlabs, he says, hey, you were awesome on SEN today with everyone. You should be called GPS. It suits you. I don't mean that in a bad way or anything. You're the best. You going to watch Arrow finale tonight? I'm not ready for it. Ben, first of all, I know you don't mean that in a bad way. I'm begging for a nickname. I'll take GPS. I think it's fucking hysterical. I never know where the hell I'm going. And GPS is amazing. I love that nickname. So hell to the yeah, GPS it is. And also, I will say that yes, I will be watching the Arrow finale, but probably not until late because I'm watching, I keep forgetting the fucking name of the Blake Lively movie tonight. Ben Goddard and I are going to go see that. What the hell's the name of it? Why can't I ever remember? So I'll probably have to wait to watch until after that. Also, shout out to Mike T54 in the super chat who says, afternoon rocks. Hope you're having a great day. You too, Mike T. I hope you're having the best day you possibly could be having. It's a good week. If you're watching this, it means you're alive, which means that You know, we've always got plans, people, love, life, everything ahead of us, and I'm just trying to put all the positive energy out there in the world today. Fuck yeah, positivity, you dig? Also in the super chat, Kevin Smets, guys, Smets in the house, what? Smets texted this to me and he just wrote in the super chat, GPS, 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 GPS. I know, guys, I know you're not supposed to like root for your own nicknames or whatever, but I'm telling you, I just am somebody I have FOMO all the time, right? Like, why can't I come became my catchphrase was not because I was trying to make a catchphrase. It was because I want to go to everything. I love things. Like, I get really into things. Like, even though I suck at trivia, I love the Schmodown. I just want to go to everything. I want to go to every country and every amusement park and every work event and I love attending things. So I was saying, can I come all the time? Because I just want to be at everything. And so that's kind of like how I feel about nicknames. You know, I want to be like the cool girl who's at everything's got a cool nickname. Like, I told you guys that I always wanted my nickname to be Chunk because I thought that'd be so dope. It was like, yo, when's Chunk showing up? And then I'm like this little 5'3" girl who comes through, 5'3" on a good day, by the way. I'm really like 5'2.5". And I come through and I'm like, yo, it's Chunk. That's so cool. That girl's dope. So I always wanted a nickname, and now hopefully GPS sticks. RJ stuck a little bit, but that's just Roxy Jillian, so like, it is a nickname, but really it's just kind of like an abbreviation of my name, although I really do like RJ. I also wanted the nickname Skittles for a while. It didn't catch on. That was because I can stick 3 Skittles in my belly button and store them there, which is kind of cool, right? Not when you eat them later. It's not cool. I learned that. It's really fucking disgusting. Paul Nuzio in the super chat. GPS, GPS, GPS. Man, you're such a bully on SEN/sarcasm. Yes, we will be talking about that bully situation. Yo, I'm just like not into that word when it's used improperly. And I definitely will be breaking that down today. Like I said, though, we got other things to talk about. Batman, DC Slate, The Bachelor. What the fuck was that? And then we will talk about Bully and more nickname stuff, all that great stuff. Right before we get into that, one more time, if you are watching this live, thumbs up. If you are watching this after the fact, thumbs up. We have over 110 people watching live right now and 48 thumbs up. So I know some of you bitches have not thrown your thumbs in there. And unless you're hate watching me, come on, let's get it going. Also subscribe. Trying to get to 20,000. What? Did it work? Why? Why was it buffering? Okay, whatever. Who the fuck knows? But it's back. So let's just positive energy that stays back. We're back. She frozen, now she's back. She froze because she's the GP. Yes, she's so cool. Yeah, she's Roxy. I don't even know what I was saying. Oh, I was telling you guys to subscribe, and that's when it cut out. It doesn't fucking want me to get to 20,000 subscribers. It's a bitch. All right, and again, right before we get into these main topics, Mike T54 in the super chat for a nickname. How about Pop Rock, since you're so poppy? Fuck yeah. I literally will take all of the nicknames. Like, any nickname people don't want, call me Chips. Call me Bagel Girl. I want all the nicknames. Going back to the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. David C, not to be confused with David B. David C says, Rock, sending some love from Boston. Keep up the great work. The Batman, yes. Boston. God, I love when people from Boston are in my stream. It makes me feel so fucking cool. One day, I hope I go home and like, it's like when like Dane Cook or Mark Wahlberg or like or Matt Damon or Ben Affleck, like, it's Roxy Striar. She's going to Boston. That'd be so cool. You know, a girl can dream, right? Staying in the Streamlabs again, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Don Stiletto. Hi, Roxy. GPS is a good nickname for you. It even goes along with the song. I found it funny. My schmobot was too offensive, but Betty White comments were okay. I don't know what your schmobot was too offensive is. What did you say? I have no idea. Also going back to the super chat. Super chat. This is Paul the Newsio who says, did Billy really break Bagel Boy? Am I a bully for giving Bagel Boy his name? No, you're not a bully, and we will talk about that. And I'll give my stance on the Bagel Boy situation. I will. We'll save it to the end, but I will give my thoughts on Bagel Boy because I have thoughts on it. And yeah. Oh yeah, thank you for who noticed. My fly, I think when I jumped off, my fly is undone. So, love to you guys. It's like, how long has it been undone for? Has it been the whole video? No, I think it really was when I jumped up, but I don't know. Maybe it was. See, this is what happens when you try to put the positivity out into the universe. You forget to do your fly. And like, I would say I'm embarrassed, but like, I guess I'm really not. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? All right, so let's get into this. If you guys decide to Streamlabs or Super Chat throughout this, I will give you shout outs in between topics, just so that I'm not constantly interrupting, but don't worry about it. Super Chat, Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, and anybody who's in either of those places will get a shout out. They will get a shout out. They will get a shout out. Smets, are you still in here, by the way? Because takes one to know one. Way to not tell me my fly was down. I would have told you if I had seen yours. That was a call out. What? All right, rhythm section. That's the name of the movie. Rhythm section. Thank you. Let's get right into this. Let's talk about Batman. The Batman started its principal photography. They started shooting, which is very exciting. I've seen a lot of tweets saying that this is the DC movie that people are most excited for ever. Like, this is the most anticipation there's been around a movie. I don't know if I feel that way, but I do definitely feel super duper amped on this. Just based on the fact that I love the casting so far. There hasn't been anything where I've been like, ugh, what's that? I think they really are taking their time with it. And you sound like you're from London. Pretty cool. They're shooting in London. Robert Pattinson seems like he's gonna be awesome. That Matt Reeves picture that he posted of the slate, day one, the Batman. So cool, just like got my heart pounding a little bit. I know I just pointed at my stomach. I meant to point at my heart. Sometimes I miss gauge. So fucking weird. Yeah, I know, I'm so weird. But yeah, I'm amped on this. And I think the thing that's really helping DC is they're on a high right now, right? Shazam, crushed. Wonder Woman, everyone loved. Suicide Squad, nailed it at the box office. Aquaman, for sure. Joker, 11 Oscar nominations. Like, we are just in a different place than we were a couple years ago when we had Batman and BVS, you know? It's just, and even Justice League. It's just very, very different right now. So I think that the momentum is there. We'll see what happens with Birds of Prey this year. I'm seeing that on Tuesday. I'm so upset there's a screening tomorrow, but I can't go to it. I'm going to be at Screen Junkies, and I didn't want to miss Screen Junkies because they've been so amazing to me. And so, yeah, it's just going to be one hell of a ride ahead of us. But I do think that depending on how Birds of Prey is, hype could be even bigger. And I know that Birds of Prey isn't going to feature Batman, but we already know from the trailer there's reference to Bruce Wayne. So we are talking universes and whatnot. And this could be a really, really interesting movie, different than anything we've seen so far. Birds of Prey, February 7th, 2020. Excited also to see what Kathy Yan does with it. And Christina Hodson as the writer, I think is really cool. I love Mary Elizabeth Winstead. I think she's so badass. I also love Ewan McGregor. And obviously Margot Robbie is excellent. So that really is going to be up in the air one. Like, Birds of Prey could be phenomenal or could not be great. I really don't know. I think that it might have that Suicide Squad effect, though, where if it's fun and weird and offbeat, people might just want to spend their money on it, especially because it's coming out in February and there's not that much around. I have a feeling this is going to be a financial success for DC, especially after the goodwill that they have built up with their DC audience. Then we got Wonder Woman 84, Wonder Woman 1984, which is coming out on June 5th of 2020. Now this movie was pushed around. Initially it was slated December of this last year, and then it was November, and then it was moved to June of 2020. But I'm excited for that because I think summer slot for this is great. And I know summer really kicks off more like April, but June to me is really the beginning of summer. Summer doesn't technically start until June 21st, so this June 5th really like gets us going at the summer, these summer movies. Again, I know May are considered summer movies, but yeah, with Cheetah, Kristen Wiig, that's going to be really wild to see also. Patty Jenkins right now can do no wrong. She directed my favorite female performance of all time in Charlize Theron Monster, and the first Wonder Woman was incredible. I'm excited to see how exactly Chris Pine plays into this, and Pedro Pascal seems villainous as fuck. So I'm definitely here for it. I'm really excited about Wonder Woman. I actually, unlike Birds of Prey, where I'm like, I wonder what this is going to be. For Wonder Woman, I feel very confident going into it. I feel like I know exactly what it's going to be. And I feel like this movie is going to annihilate. It's going to be so good. So the risk is the expectations are incredibly high, but that's how I'm feeling. The Batman, guys. The Batman is taking place a year after Wonder Woman, June 25th, 2021. So that is in a year and a half from now. Obviously, we know they started production. We already saw that Zoe Kravitz cut her hair for the role, which she said she was doing. There's been questions about who some people are still playing and how they're playing it. But in general, Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Paul Dano, Andy Serkis, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Peter Sarsgaard. I always try to add the scars instead of SARS because I get the whatever. And then obviously Matt Reeves. So, I mean, come the fuck on. Just all-star after all-star. The Suicide Squad coming August 6th, 2021. So that's 2 summer DC massive movies between the Batman and The Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad again August 6th. James Gunn, of course. And talk about an all-star cast. Let's just look over this. Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, Viola Davis, Michael Rooker, Joel Kinnaman, John Cena, Jai Courtney, Nathan Fillion, David Dastmalchian, Taika Waititi. The list goes on and on. A lot of names that I'm really excited for. Pete Davidson, like, interesting to see how this ends up being. I actually really liked Suicide Squad, so for The Suicide Squad, I couldn't be more excited. And now you added James Gunn into the mix, and some great new characters. I think that this is going to definitely be a great one for us. Of the ones I've said so far, what is the one you guys are most excited for? Are you amped on DC's slate? How are you feeling about the fact that the Batman started filming? Do you think Birds of Prey is going to be any good? Let me know in the comments. Speaking of the comments, guys, Video Drew in here right now. Video Drew making big moves. Although I don't understand, and maybe I don't know how to Skype people into streams but when I figure out the camera situation, Video Drew, you're gonna have to, or when you're in LA, because I heard you're gonna be traveling here more, you have to come on my stream if you will, because I need to know, A, you should just come on my stream in general because you rock, but B, how was this decision made and why were no other teams approached? Like, why did Kaiser just get to do all of these things and just make all these moves? Mother effer. Continuing to talk about DC, and then I will, she says no clue. I feel like you masterminded the whole situation. What is the past tense of mastermind? Is it masterminded, or did you mastermound? She mastermind. Mastermind. One of those things. She said literally none. She said mastermate. You masturbated the fuck out of this Video Drew, don't lie. Video Drew masturbated. With the little angel. She's awesome. Hell yeah. Alright, we will keep talking about this this right now because there are still more movies coming out, but those are the ones that are coming in the near future. After that, December of 2021, which is almost 2 years away from now, untitled Black Adam movie. We'll see if that date sticks. It seems like it might, because that December date that's been cornered by Star Wars for so long, having a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie there is a thing that DC could do to really make a big hitter. And then after Shazam's critical success, not as much financial success, although it was financially successful enough, it was more well liked and praised. I think that they've got a little bit of a backing, especially because then we already have a Shazam 2 announced for April of that following year in 2022, which is just 5 months later. So I think that that could be really cool if Black Adam rocks. That would be great. Interesting to see this movie. I know Johnny LaQuasto, my co-host of DC Movie News forever, always kept saying swerve with this movie, because it's like, swerve, when the fuck is this ever actually going to happen? But apparently it is, and it's on the slate, December 22nd, 2021. Like I said, Shazam 2, April 1st, 2022. David F. Sandberg coming back for that, Zachary Levi, and then we will see who else shows up. Then, guys, we've got The Flash. The Flash, the little engine that could, the movie that we've been talking about for years and years, that initially was supposed to come out in 2017, I believe. So we're a little past that date. This is the Andy Muschietti version. I know we've gone through a lot of different iterations. Supposedly Ezra Miller is still starring in this, and honestly, after seeing him on Crisis on Infinite Earths, I want him here still. Which is surprising, because you guys know I did not like Ezra Miller's Barry Allen. But he's the shit now. I don't know, I just changed my mind so quickly. Which, by the way, in life, you're fucking allowed to change your mind. Like, anybody who's like, you're a flip-flopper, or you said you didn't like it, like, I'm allowed to change my mind. I'm a human being. So, people can change their mind. I have changed my mind about Ezra Miller, and I'm very excited to see what he can do. Yeah. Aquaman 2, guys, December 16th, 2022. I mean, crazy how far apart the first Aquaman and the second Aquaman are going to be. Honestly, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but with the whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp situation, there was a lot of talks about Amber Heard at the time and whether or not she'd be involved in this movie. I have no idea if that's going to clear up. There were lawsuits with the two of them, and there was assault issues on both ends, and the whole thing was fucking messy and disgusting. I was following the case for a while, but it seemed like they both were doing some horrific things to each other. There was news that video that she tried to chop off his finger. So I don't know if that's going to have any effect on this movie or her character in the movie, but after seeing Watchmen, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is like on my list of must-see anything he's in. And I love Momoa. Also, speaking of the Aquaman universe, The Trench, guys, still in development. Status TBD, don't have a date on it, but apparently it is still being worked on, produced by James Wan, so we'll see how that is. Batgirl, apparently, still in development. I know we had talked to Joss Whedon, but I don't know where they're at now. I also think that they hired Christina Hodson from Bumblebee. Green Lantern, a Green Lantern Corps movie is still being talked about, but then there was the TV show and the Berlantiverse on HBO Max, so we'll see how that goes. Then there's the Ava DuVernay New Gods movie, again, all TBD, release dates. Then there was that, do you guys remember the Steven Spielberg Black Hawk announcement? We'll see if that ever fucking happens, because that would be wild. And then Jared Leto's still attached to project, guys. There's the untitled Jared Leto movie that I keep seeing on his IMDb. It just stays there, and I'm like, is something fucking happening with this? Like, is there going to be a Jared Leto? And then there's the untitled Jared and Harley Quinn movie, which, like, a Joker and Harley Quinn movie. Like, are we going to see Jared Leto and Margot Robbie in a Joker or Harley Quinn movie? So I don't know about those two, if anything's ever happening. We also had heard about a Supergirl movie. The show is doing pretty well now, though, so I don't know. Oren Uziel, who wrote the Cloverfield Paradox, was supposed to be writing the screenplay. Still TBD. The Nightwing movie, supposed to be directed by Chris McKay. By the way, thank you to Collider, ironically enough, for putting all of this together. Because sometimes it gets so overwhelming, even though I host DC Movie News, it's like all the things that we've talked about Justice League Dark. Yeah, we know about this with the Guillermo del Toro situation going away, and then who is it? What was the news this week? I'm even forgetting right now. Justice League Dark. It was what the fuck is his name? Help me! Justice League Dark. Come on, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, it was Bad Robot. It was Bad Robot. By the way, I didn't find that on my computer. I just thought about it. I did try to search for it, but it didn't pop up quick enough. So not JJ necessarily, but Bad Robot. So yes, those are some of them. Gotham City Sirens, which we know instead they went Birds of Prey, but Gotham City Sirens could be a follow-up to that, with Air possibly involved, Margot Robbie, a Blue Beetle movie. People have been wanting a Booster Gold Blue Beetle situation for quite some time. Will we ever get a Man of Steel 2? And would it be Henry Cavill, who says the cape is still in his closet? A Deathstroke movie? A Lobo movie? The Cyborg movie that never happened but never got eliminated either? So many movies, so much time. I was going to say so little time, but we have unlimited time. Video Drew says, have we discussed Clownpocalypse? What is Clownpocalypse? Wait, I need to know. What is Clownpocalypse? I've got to know. It's Eli Roth is developing a new horror movie and games franchise, Clownpocalypse. Wait, Video Drew, thank you for telling me this. Apparently this came out this morning and I missed it. Eli Roth, interesting. Looking into it, slowly but surely. Oh, the Siren is a dope nickname. That's a dope nickname. Am I frozen for you guys? I hope not. Let me know, mother effers. Why is my internet being a piece of shit right now? No, I'm not frozen for you. Oh, I'm frozen for me. Alright, whatever, it is what it is. Eli Roth developing new horror movie. Eli Roth directed Hostel, Cabin Fever, Green Inferno is turning to clown horror again with a new franchise, I just reached for a cup that wasn't there on that side. Clownpocalypse. Roth has been a major name in Hollywood. Cabin Fever, 2003. Hostel for perfectly. But what do we know about Clownpocalypse? According to Deadline, Roth has been working on Clownpocalypse project with Frey for a while. The franchise will be financed by 3 Black Dot, a digital entertainment studio that works with creative, community-focused innovators. Recently, 3 Black Dot created, produced, and co-financed Queen and Slim. I loved Queen and Slim, which is connected to Frey as well, as he created the story, which was later turned into a screenplay by Lena Waithe. A lot of hate I've been seeing about Lena Waithe recently because of the situation with her wife, I think. I will say as a creator, I effing love her. I don't know about anything else, but she's a really talented creator. Alright, Clownpocalypse, I'm in. Video Drew, want to go see it together? Move back here. Move here. It's a movie and a game and also a roller coaster. What? I don't even understand. Alright guys, I am going to go to the Super Chat, the Streamlabs, all that stuff right now. In the Super Chat, Ben Rayner, who said, Miller in Crisis, now Grant in Flashpoint. Yeah, that'd be dope. Joey Pedros came in late, just wanted to say hi. Hi. Good morning, hope you're okay and doing well. From Moostek. Moostek Reviews. Appreciate that. I am doing okay. And Moosty just said, by the way, love everything you're doing for Oz, means a lot. I love Australia. I've never been, but I love all my Aussie friends, and I love this planet, and I hate watching it fucking burn. And I feel awful for the fucking animals, so yeah. Also, it won't let me scroll up before Ben Rayner, so if you super chatted before that, maybe comment in here and hopefully I see that. Why won't it let me scroll up anymore? Maybe because I had lost the internet. But I am going to the Streamlabs. That's the best way to financially support me, and it's very clear on who said what when, just so you guys know. Going to Streamlabs, again, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Ben Robron says, I think Rox is a pretty good nickname. GPS isn't bad either. I'll take both. Lloyd Nance, our very first super chatter ever, says, hey Roxy, no hate watching here. You are the best. Thank you. Don Stiletto says, the schmobot I sent just said, Ben, tell us how you really feel about the name Bagel Boy. I get why it was not read, a little bit ill-timed. I think they did read it. They did read that. Jordan Rivera says, first Streamlabs, love you, rock star. Jordan, yay, your first Streamlab. Let's make it a habit. Hell yeah. Kaylin Rose, 715. I'm joining the stream, late joining the stream. Did you already discuss Bachelor? This show is bonkers. Can't wait to meet you in Atlanta. That will be so fun meeting you in Atlanta. And no, I have not already discussed Bachelor, but I absolutely will be discussing Bachelor because what the flying fuck with that show. So much to talk about. So much. Crazy ass shit. Mike T54 said she won't be able to see my question. What did you say? Did you do a super chat? Anybody who did a super chat, just be honest about it. Be honest about it. Write super chat really big and then write what you wrote. I'm so fucking sorry. I thought it would let me scroll up, but it's not. It's just not. Ugh. So fucking frustrating. Okay, so just write super chat really big and then write what it was. And if not, leave a new super chat for anybody who wants. I really appreciate that. Or again, the best way, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. All you have to do is link it up to a PayPal. It's super duper easy. Also, if you cannot financially support me, I completely understand. I can barely fucking financially support myself. So I get it, yo. A lot of us are broke as a joke. Unfortunately, the joke is just not funny. Thumbs up. Those are ways that you can support me. If you get those thumbs going, we have 150 plus people watching live and 103 thumbs up. So I know unless 50 of you guys are hate watching me right now, we should get those thumbs up. Also, we're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. We're at 19.2. We can't seem to fucking move up from that number. We go from 19.2 to 19.1. Suck my dick to those unsubscribed. But like in a friendly way. And tell a friend. Okay, Mike T54 says, super chat, how long until we get to see photos for Batman? I'm very interested to see Battinson's suit and all the villains. Love you for letting me redo this, Rock. Sorry that I made you redo that. I'm only human. I think we took bets on DC Movie News, and I didn't think until summer, but then we saw that leaked photo outside, so I think within the month now at this point. That's what I think. Within the month. I don't know exactly when though. When do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let a girl know. Let a lady know. Also, shout out to all my moderators that are in here. Billy Belford. Hell yeah, you rock. Paul Denuzio. You're a G. Is it just you two today? It might just be the two of you guys. Just the two of us. It can make it. Was that good? Going back over to the Streamlabs, guys. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. To the most generous person on the planet. You guys already know that name that's coming out of my mouth. Glenn Caesar, guys. Glenn Caesar. For $50. Paying my bills one day at a time, Glenn. He says, hey, Roxy, happy Tuesday. And he never cares about the accent, the voice, but if you guys ever want a voice, just specify. As expected, SEN Live was fun today. GPS or Pop Rocks are both good nicknames for you. I particularly like GPS. Yeah, all the DC stuff sounds fun. By the way, has Jet ever met Coy? I think they'd hit it off. Love you, GPS. Hashtag Rockstars Band. So Coy as in Jandro and Jet as in my brother. They both are super duper nerdy and like can talk comic books with the best of them. They have never met, but they're also both Boston kids. So you are right. They would definitely fucking get along. And that would be dope for them to meet. So yeah, that would be really, really cool. That'd be really, really cool. Really, really cool. That sounds like G's on the track. G's on the track. So strange. Just strange. All right, let's talk about Bachelor. And I know what that means right now, guys. I know that means that some of you guys are going to just tune out. Some of you guys are gonna leave, but fucking don't, because I'm not gonna talk about like the details of the show. I'm gonna tell you guys a situation that they put a couple of people in that was fucked up. You know, we've had a lot of crazy things that happened on The Bachelor this season. Again, I don't watch The Bachelor, so I don't actually know, because maybe it's always like this, but I have to assume that's not the case. But I don't watch, so maybe every season is like this. But some crazy ass shit has happened. You know, there was Champagne Gate, where one woman took another woman's champagne and served it to the guy, and that was like a massive issue. And then there's been this lying situation back and forth, where one person has felt like that she was friends with this other girl, and the other girl, because they went to Vegas together, but the other girl saying they didn't know each other well, so she wouldn't consider her a friend, and who's lying to Peter, and blah, 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 blah. Okay, all that shit's happened. But last night, the producers did something that was fucking ridiculous. So there's this one girl who, by the way, has like, she's really beautiful. She's very sweet. Lacks confidence. Majorly lacks confidence. It's been a big point of contention with her and the other women, and like, they did this fashion show before, and she was really nervous about it, and she didn't know how to like walk out there, and she had to build her confidence. She just like always is talking about how she doesn't have the confidence, or she doesn't feel she's as pretty as the other women, even though she's beautiful, all that shit, okay? So she finally gets a one-on-one date with Peter, the Bachelor. And a one-on-one date apparently is challenging to get, right? So every week he gets these group dates and he gets these one-on-one dates. And he asked her on a one-on-one date after she lost this competition, but he was trying to be nice, and okay. So anyway, there's this one-on-one date. Shout out to Mike T54 in the super chat. He says, was Bachelor in Cleveland? I live here. It was trending. Yes. So the episode took place in Cleveland. Thank you for reminding me to say that. So they're in Cleveland, and so like a lot of times when they're traveling, I guess they go to like Paris and Italy, and so they like, it's all these like romantic, exotic places, but here they're in Cleveland, so you got to come up with fun date ideas. So there's some major theme park, Cedar Point, in Cleveland, and so they like shut down the park just for him to take this girl, Victoria F, I think is her name. I think she goes by that because there's a Victoria P that he really likes too, so I'm pretty sure this one's Victoria F. And so Victoria F goes on this date, and they're at Cedar Point, and they're doing all these rides, and like part of the date's really awkward. Like they keep saying in their direct-to-camera interviews that they're vibing, but the energy just feels kind of off. But okay, whatever. Maybe she's a little shy, and I know people who went to high school with him. I hear he's kind of shy, so like, even though we grow from high school, but whatever. But then he's like, I've got a surprise for you, and she's like, what's up? And he says, we're going to this concert. Like there's this guy putting on this private concert for us, but it wasn't private because there were other people there, but like there was a stage just for Victoria F and Peter to dance on. And so they go and walk to the concert, and you can tell they're walking up. She like maybe recognizes the song, and she's like, who is it? And he's like, it's Chase Rice. Is that his name? I've never heard of him. I don't know shit about country. Sorry if that's bad. But it's this guy, Chase Rice, who is a country singer. And you can just tell in her face, she's like, but Peter doesn't notice. And so they go, and they're dancing, and they're on the private stage, and Chase is like basically playing to them and singing to them, or I guess not playing, singing to them, like is being all like country music. And this happened on the show before too, where they've gone to concerts and whatever. And we find out that Chase is Victoria's ex-boyfriend. Like recent ex-boyfriend. Like she broke up with him to go on this show because she was like, wow, like our lifestyles don't mesh really and whatever. But she doesn't tell Peter. She just goes about the date and is like grinding on Peter and dancing with Peter and like sucking Peter's face. And this guy, Chase, is the artist, and he's watching it, and you could tell he's like, ugh. And then like afterwards, Chase and Peter are talking on the side, and you can see they're exchanging phone numbers and info and like all of this shit. And Victoria's just having like a panic attack in the corner, and she's like, Chase, can I talk to you for a second? And then like, it's not what she actually sounds like. She sounds like a regular person, but like I'm sure that's in her mind. She was like freaking out. And then so Chase goes over and she's like, I feel like I have to tell Peter. And he's like, and Chase, by the way, kudos to him. He handled himself so fucking well. He was like, okay, then you should tell him. Then tell him. And Chase didn't tell Peter, which I thought was really respectful and mature. When they were talking, he could have been like, did you know that was my girl? But he didn't. He was really, really cool. And she was just like, I just feel like I need to tell him. I need to be honest with him if this is my one-day husband. And she was like, I know, so tell him. Like, I'm not stopping you. Go tell him. And then Victoria keeps kind of going. She's like, I just really feel like I need to let him know. And Chase is like, do what you've got to do. Tell him. So then I guess maybe he left for the day. Not Chase, Peter did. And so the next thing we see is like the dinner at night or some nighttime drinks. So Chase is out of the picture now. And Victoria, like, I don't even really know what there is to tell. For me, it doesn't, nothing before you meet the person you're going to be with matters, right? You could have dated a million people, or you could have dated nobody, and what the fuck does it matter? It's not like Victoria knew Peter and started dating Chase, but she was really nervous to tell him, and so she's like flipping out. Like, I would have just been like, hey, Peter, like, just so you know, once we got to the show, I don't care if it ruined the date, and it should have. I would have been like, hey, Peter, just so you know, obviously the producers set this up because, like, some drama. I'm not going to let it get in the way, but just so you know, that's my ex-boyfriend. Like, it's really fucking weird, but I have no feelings for him, so it's fine. But the way that Victoria flipped out, even though she said she didn't have feelings for him, it made me feel like she had feelings for him. Because, like, what the fuck big deal is it? Like, everybody has exes, or even if you don't, like, everybody has baggage. But she panicked and, like, cried in a corner and ran off. And I was like, honey, like, why are you? And she was like, I'm so sorry that I did this to you. And I'm so sorry. Did what to him? Dated somebody before you met him? What the fuck are you apologizing for? And luckily Peter kind of said that and was like, it's fine. You didn't do anything. Like, but then when he says, do you still have feelings? And she was like, no. I was like, yo, homie, I feel like you for sure do. Because why the fuck else are you flipping out? Then I saw that. And honestly, Chase took to social media. I'm hearing from everybody behind the scenes that Victoria legitimately did not know Chase was going to be there. That Peter legitimately did not know that Chase was Victoria's ex. And that Chase legitimately did not know that Victoria was going to be the one going on the date. He knew that she was going on the Bachelor, but not that she was going to be on this date. So that's what I'm legit hearing. I know that, like, things are scripted a little more and whatever, but I just thought that was just kind of fucked up of the producers to do. Like, how is this helpful to find love? Why would you want somebody's ex on the date when they're there? Like, I don't know, the whole thing, like, and yeah, maybe the producers got her riled up because it should have been so quick of a conversation, like, yo, that's my ex, this is fucking weird, let's bounce. Or, yo, that's my ex, I really don't give a shit about him, let's stay and have a blast, but I just don't want you to not know. Like, I would have dropped it so fucking casually. So casually. Because what the fuck? Anyway, those are my Bachelor thoughts. Who's watching? Send bunnies in the chat, by the way, if you watch Bachelor. Because, I don't know, part of me is, like, sick to my stomach watching this show. Part of me actually really likes it. But the way the women treat other women, and then, like, another woman left the house, and then she came back and told everybody about Victoria's ex-boyfriend, Chase, and it was, like, so fucking dramatic. I feel like if I was in this house, I would, like, flip the fuck out on these women. I would be like, no, we are not doing this. We are not setting women back fucking 50 years by being so catty to each other. Dark Faith 66 in the super chat. 19.2 strong. I hate PayPal from past stuff. Maybe they've gotten better because, again, it is the best way to financially support me. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. You just sign up with PayPal. PayPal's been nothing but easy and great for me. Mike T54 in the super chat. What show has more drama, Bachelor or Bachelorette? I don't know because I haven't watched Bachelorette in years, but I would assume Bachelor based off this episode. But I don't know. I hear Bachelor has crazy fucking drama too, because the men get like all macho with each other and shit. I really don't know though. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. Going to the Streamlabs, and then we will talk about the bully situation and Bagel Boy nickname. But again, if you can financially support me, thank you so much for doing so. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. It's the best way, or super chat in here. Don Stiletto says, hi, I think Niagara Falls, Canada side would make sense for Schmodown because it's cheaper automatically. There's a 32% off to book stuff. Our dollar is shit, and you can get people from Buffalo. Also, lower drinking age and legal weed. We have legal weed here, and none of us are underage to drink. But I would love to go there, and I've never been to Niagara Falls, so I think it's a great suggestion, and fuck yeah, let's do it. Also, in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, Calvin Patel, how dare I fuck that up. You guys know I'm blind as a bat. Calvin Patel says, you're looking mighty fine today, what's for dinner? Well, it's 2:26, I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm definitely gonna cook. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cook food. And then, I don't know about for dinner. Ben Goddard and I are going to go see Rhythm Section, right around dinner time, so I'll probably grab something to go quickly, or maybe make food late night here. I do a lot of cooking. Arcadio Castellanos in the super chat. Hey GPS, sorry I'm late. Did you get lost? Could have used a GPS. What? That was dope. She's liking the nickname. Also in the Streamlabs. Nope, I meant super chat. NFL Caleb 22. NFL Caleb does this thing where he super chats, but he doesn't even have to say anything. But I really appreciate you being there. Super chat. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. Thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe if you've not done so. Tell a friend, all that great stuff. And let's talk a little bit about the word bully. So this is definitely a trigger for me because as somebody who grew up in a non-online, like when I was a kid, it was not a social media generation. I understand that there is cyberbullying. And trust me, I get fucking cyberbullied all of the time. I get harassed and stalked and threatened and dick pics and unwanted solicitations and people who say that they're gonna rape and murder me and put my body in the street online. And that's fucking bullying. That is fucking bullying. So I understand that cyberbullying is real. And I understand that you can bully people with your words, as cyberbullying usually is. So I know that bullies can be verbally abusive. I know it as well as anybody else. I am verbally bullied by many people all the fucking time. I also know that there are physical bullies. People who beat up on people that can't defend themselves. People who are mean to people physically unnecessarily or just in general. There are all different kinds of bullies. I take the word very seriously. If you're a bully, you're a piece of shit. It's not a good thing to do, to bully somebody. And also, just as a side note, not to be like that person, but okay. Bully definition. A person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those whom they perceive as vulnerable. So this morning on SEN, I was called a bully. Said I was bullying Chips, aka Alex Marzonia, when he didn't want to be called Chips, and I said that he should be called Chips. Do you guys legitimately think that I am a person who habitually seeks to harm or intimidate those who they perceive as vulnerable? Because If you don't think that, then I'm not a bully. And if you do think that, you don't see me for who I am at all. Because what a fucking egregious thing to say. And to everyone out there, before you call somebody a bully, think about what that word legitimately means. Because it makes it lose its weight and gravity, and we don't have that many words for that word. I mean, you could say somebody's mean. You could even say I was being mean. But to say that I'm habitually seeking to harm, we were joking on and off air about it. I did not repeatedly call him Chips after that. And he had bought $150 worth of chips, so that's how he got the name. It wasn't from some, like, horrific life experience. He just didn't want it because he was nervous that people were going to confuse it for his musical name, and that he didn't think that they'd be able to find him as an artist online. Which is, I guess, somewhat logical. I don't think it's, like, fully what I think he should do, but fine, that's fine. But I can make fun of that. He's my friend. If he felt bullied, then okay. But he didn't, because we've talked about it many times. And it's not the first time that somebody has said that I fucking bullied somebody on air. Like, you guys, not you guys, but people said that I bullied Goddard when I came on an earlier stream. And it's like, what the fuck are people talking about with that word? What the fuck is that? So I, like, snapped on SEN for a second, because it's like, all I do is support people around me and, like, help my friends and love them more than anything, and you guys. And try to put positivity and kindness and love and passion and compassion and empathy into the world. And I try to, on my free time, whenever I get a moment, to do things like raising money for the Wildlife Foundation. Because, and again, I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but this is for anybody who's called a bully who's not. It's just like a shitty thing to say about somebody when it's not true. So, anyway, I really don't like that word. I don't like it being used against me, especially when I'm not. Talking about the Ben Goddard Bagel Boy situation. Does everybody in here know what I'm talking about? Send bunnies if you do know what I'm talking about. Send hearts if you don't know what I'm talking about. Bunnies if you do, hearts if you don't. Furthermore, on the word bully, though, I will go to the super chat. Again, if you have any thoughts on this, super chat or streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar. The super chat's from Mike T54. Mike, thank you for all your support today. I really appreciate it. It says, if you're close friends, it's not bullying in my opinion. My best friend and I say some terrible things to each other and roast each other, but we know it's not malicious. Some people are more sensitive, though. Yeah, but even so, I'm not calling him... I'm not saying Alex is my best friend. We are definitely friends, and I love him. But I'm not calling him something horrific. I'm calling him chips because he bought too many bags of chips. You know, I'm not calling him something like derogatory or like... okay, so a lot of bunnies. So a lot of you guys know what's happening with the Ben Goddard situation. Some hearts, so I'll just break it down for anybody who doesn't know. I do... 1 day a week, every Tuesday morning, I'm on SEN, Schmodown Entertainment Network. SEN Live is their live morning show 5 days a week. It's what Christian started when he left Collider Live. And one of the guys on the show who's there almost every day, Ben Goddard, who's become a friend of mine, who I'm going to the movie with tonight, who's awesome, developed the nickname Bagel Boy because he, I guess the story is he stole a bagel when he was younger. So people just, like, it caught on. You know how nicknames do that. But he really doesn't like it. He doesn't like it mostly because of the boy aspect of it, because he's a man in his 30s who doesn't like being called boy. And also I just think the nickname doesn't vibe with him for whatever reason. I don't want to speak for him, but the nickname doesn't vibe with him. We were texting about it last night, and I was like, I'll take the nickname. Call me Bagel Girl. Like, all I want is a nickname. So it is hard for me to kind of relate to or understand, because especially growing up, listening to Howard Stern or anything like radio, Sirius XM, all the stuff that I've listened to, all you want when you're on air is to get a nickname. And somebody like him, who's coming at it later in the game, it seems like a fast track way for people to know who you are. But if you don't like it, you don't like it. That's your prerogative. Totally fine. But, you know, yeah, I feel torn. And I'll say, I said this to him, and I'll tell him this anytime. And he watches these streams, by the way. Not all of them, but when I'm lucky. So if he doesn't want something, then everybody should stop. Because that's how life works, you know. But at the same time, I think that maybe today, when he got really upset about it, it might end up ultimately causing it to be worse, because there's some mean people out there who, when they know somebody hates something, they feed off that and they call it them even more. Which is my exact opposite problem. They know, everybody knows I want a nickname, so now it's become like a fucking thing. Which is what it is. Shout outs to Mike T54 in the super chat. It's teasing in my opinion. Gotta go, Rox. Low on funds now, LOL. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Definitely need it. As I said, it's coming to be the end of the month. All of those bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Oh wow, we've been going 55 minutes, which means we will get out of here. Don't forget to send Ben Goddard some love. I think he was struggling today. Also, what I will say is he's new to this space, and it can be very fucking overwhelming at first. Very fucking overwhelming. So I respect how he's handling himself a lot and just coming in and really making a name for himself. And I think he'll be here for a long time. So shout out to Ben. I think he is okay with Bagel, but it's not the other Ben Bagel. Just to Ben Goddard. Shout out to Ben Goddard. And to all of you guys, thank you so much for being here. Anybody who would like to send in a Streamlabs by the end of this video, I'll give shout outs to anybody in there. Streamlabs.com/Roxy Striar, or a super chat in here. I really, really appreciate it. Thumbs up if you have not already. Give that thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not. We're trying to get to 20,000 subscribers. It seems like the impossible mission, but we can absolutely try. And tell a friend. That's how we grow the community. That is how we do it. So make sure that you do all those things. Also, shout out to my amazing moderators, Paul Denuzio and Billy Belford, for holding it the fuck down today. Jake slacking. And I know this time is hard for Brandy to get to because she's working, and Matthew Gold. Missed you guys, but again, thank you guys so much for being here. Shout out, shout out, shout out to you all. The rock stars are the best ever. Tomorrow we will be live again. I think around 12:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will be back up. Hopefully that helps. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it for today's show. Don't forget, if you're not watching this live, you can Streamlabs after the fact. That's the best part about that. And a thumbs up and a subscribe. Love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.